Hello. Wait, I'm going to. Why is this? Hold on. Technical things right now. I guess this works. All right. Welcome to my creative studio hour. I'm going to pause my music for a minute and focus on you. You can't hear it anyway. We're here on another beautiful day, creative studio hour. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. And I feel like my face is way too big, so I'm going to share my screen now. And I welcome you to chat with me. This is a lot more fun when there's some activity in the chat. So, let's just start with where are you tuning in from today and what are you working on? How is this eve of a full moon eclipse working out for you? You staying grounded? Let me know in the chat. I'm going to. Hold on. Pardon my delay. I went just a little bit early, so I'm filling time here, waiting for some people to join me. But if no one joins, that's okay too. I'm here anyway, and I'm just gonna work on my thing. Why? Zoom open. Thank you. I usually do this part first.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Disconnect. Start share. So here we are. Interesting. Wondering what's going on with my internet right now, but hopefully you can hear me okay. Okay, great. We are here working on this sign again. I have been re-inspired. That's part of why I like to do dog walks in addition. That gets me moving because I can't stay in one spot all day long. So I get outside, and getting in the neighborhood helps inspire me to see by seeing in like a really good healthy way instead of being on the screen. I get inspired by seeing the other house signs um, around my neighborhood and be like, well, what do I like? What could be improved? How can I make this better for mine? And encourage more as we encourage more beauty in our neighborhood. So, last time we met, last week, we left off continuing to work on this. We're in the vectorizing portion of things. So, because I use Victor brushes, I'm basically going through and just simplifying paths and whatnot. So that's what I'm going to get into today, making sure everything's simplified. And there are only the most necessary points to make it that much more. Oh, and I guess I'm going to need to fix that 3. There's some things to fix. I think that's where we left off in the middle of simplifying that. So there's some things to fix as we hopefully don't make you dizzy by going in and out. Just say something if I start to make you dizzy, okay? Yeah, before we go too far, I just want to encourage you. Maybe you're just tuning in because you want to see where, because you love me and maybe you have a creative project, maybe you don't. So I just want to give you a few options you could take if you don't have a creative project in mind. If you do, go ahead and just work on that. Ask me questions. Um, or maybe you're stuck, maybe you're a little bit stuck on something. You're like, I have something, but I don't really know where to go from here. Or this is being frustrating. Instead of putting it down completely, we're here to kind of revitalize that creative spark together. So ask questions. And maybe something I'm doing in here, because I'm a different artist, I can inspire you in your process. And we can help each other. Maybe you can help me. So, this is the full moon in Pisces, and that we're getting ready for. And so, there's maybe some old patterns you need to let go of. And remember that it's not always going to be comfortable, but you'll feel better after. So, just ride the wave. The more you can ride the wave of the flow, the more you can be open to sudden shifts that might arise in your life and make that resistance suffering that much less. That's what I believe. The more you can just learn to be comfortable with the uncomfortable, the more we flow and are open to the shifts that need to happen in our life. And yeah, I don't want to go too much into astrology, but I will say that Uranus is the planet of radical change. So be prepared for that as it's conjoining with the full moon right now. Why I'm telling you to just follow that flow. If you don't have a creative project that you want to work on, or you're just sometimes it's just good to journal a little bit before in order to open that creative channel again. Maybe you're a little bit blocked because you just have some emotions or something going on and it just needs to get journaled. So here's a couple of prompts I'll share that are good to think about in this full moon week. Because the thing about the full moon is it's a good time to forgive, whether that's yourself or someone else. Forgiveness is inherently a little bit selfish because it's more about letting go of the things on our side of the things so that we don't suffer more. So think about who you need to forgive. What parts of you? Have you been hard on yourself lately? Did something happen with someone? What's holding on? So the first prompt you can journal on, and just pick one or do all three, up to you, is what past hurts or mistakes am I holding on to, and how can I offer forgiveness to myself and release these burdens? Write that down in the chat. Full moon. Hurts. Yeah. How can I offer forgive? Okay, so that's the first prompt. Second one is how can forgiving myself and others open the door to new possibilities and growth in my life? And then another one you could do is, what would forgiveness look like in your life? Imagine the scene. So, those are a few journal prompts if you're feeling a little bit creatively blocked. And or have lots of things flowing through that head and you just need to get it out and clear the way for source to guide you, because if you've read The Artist's Way or in the middle of it, that's what art really is all about. We're clearing, we want to be as clear of a channel as we can be to let source work through us. Let our hands make the magic happen. Let our hands answer. You know, when words fail us, what can we create? So if you need to get some words out on the page to clear that channel, those are some really good prompts. The other thing I think we should do, per tradition, is pull a card. Pull a card, pull a card, pull a card, any card. A Moonology Oracle card. Alright, we're going to call in the ancestors. And going to call in the ancestors, the elements, fire, earth, water, air, space. Can't forget that fifth element. Different ways to interpret that, I know. We're calling it space for now. We ask you to be with us. And remember that this is for the good of all or not at all. Om Namo Narayana. Please correct me if any of that needs. Feedback is totally welcome at any point. That is part of what the chat's for. I'm just being bold, going live. If you've got feedback to share, I'm here. I'm an open book. Hit me with what you got. Getting distracted, but we're back. We're here. We're aligning with our creative channel and asking and aligning with both Earth and Moon through our spinal cord, all our chakras. What will help us remember and live for the good of all, including ourselves. Bring love into the situation. Alright. Alright, so this might be some heightened emotional times. And it's also a new moon, so to contrast with our full moon, we're being asked, reminded to bring love in, and it's this beautiful image of a goddess pouring water. So that speaks to this watery Pisces energy and how loving that can be in in a time of sort of intensity. So I think it's time So, yep, we're going to get into this as I think about how I'm loving my neighbors by taking great care of my house and making a light up sign so that people have an easier time finding it. That's one way we're bringing love in as we do this. Oh, okay. Interesting. Why is this only seeming to go? Okay, hold on. I think I need to check something technically right now. Okay. Yeah, maybe it is working. Alright, cool. Good. Thank you, thank you. Alright, we're gonna work on simplifying this. Maybe, yeah, it's just easier. Hey, an evergreen, thanks for joining. I got way in the flow, clearly. Okay. Hey, hold on. Yeah, I was like, what? Just realized I was hearing an echo all of a sudden. So I was checking. How's it going over there, Audrey? An evergreen. You working on anything? Okay, hold on. I gotta figure this out. Oh, I know what it is. There we go. Haha, figured it out. Yep, I found the flow. You finding your creative flow? I don't know. And also, I don't know if you. Oh, nice. Yes, theme songs are good. Theme song, that's a fun creative project. Creating a fun theme song playlist to pump up the vibes. Love that. Can you see the full moon journal prompts? Totally is. Yes. Right music is important. Yes. What kind of thing what qualifies as the right music to you? Okay, cool. Sweet. Thanks for letting me know. Um, you can journal. Those are just a few options to journal on if you feel a little creatively blocked at any point. But or if you just want to take a break or I don't know, do you? Where are you making this? Are you making this playlist like on a personal music player or on Spotify? Oops. Gosh. This is where. Oh, there we go. Choose. Oh, okay, let's maybe do that one. Yeah, Spotify is expensive. No judgment. It can get expensive. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's just use what you got. Yeah, that sounds like an efficient money choice you made for yourself. And Amazon, like you pay for the music. Well, is it more like Spotify, or do you pay for the music individually? So the Wonder if artists get paid better if they, you know, or if, I mean, Amazon still takes a cut, of course, I'm sure, but. One trick you may or may not have noticed is in order to break the handles. Yup. The real technical vector manipulation stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I know, right? Why does it need to be polarizing? It's music service, right? But also, yeah, get it. Yeah, I'm working on this sign. And just let me know if it gets too dizzying. I tend to zoom in and out a lot, so it'll be difficult, but that is good feedback. Um, yeah, and to break the handles. Do you do vector stuff in Illustrator or linearity curve or some other program? Maybe. What's that other one? Is it Framer? No, I don't think it's Framer. Trying to find the standards, but then like there's more than one over here. Found it. Okay. feels wrong. Oh, what do I need to? Then I can't. Wow, that's annoying. Beginning to wonder if I should have just not cleaned up this and just done it from scratch. It might have been easier. I thought this was gonna be easier. Now I'm like realizing some of the struggle. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah, sorry. It keeps doing that to me. Sorry, I just. Each. Yeah. Okay, but for some reason. That's why I don't like. Yeah. Okay, my turn to be stuck. It's like Okay. Stretch break. Stretch break. And I gotta let my doggy in. She wants to say hi. Yes. Hi. Yes. Hi. 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 Hi, babies. Hi. 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 You're go on. You can go on. Oh. Alright. Well, that might be about my body's limit for now. But we decided to do it the manual way versus cleaning up the vector brush. So cool on that. I'll keep working on it, and maybe we'll do this again next week. Maybe I'll be working on something completely different because I'll finish this. We'll see. Depends on what personal projects I decide to work on. In the evenings and weekends. Sorry, I keep looking off. My doggy's asking for things. So I'm gonna take her hint and pop off. Thank you so much, and Evergreen, for popping on the chat today. You're awesome. Love you. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Remembering to bring love into the situation, especially when it's hard. It will make the resistance easier. I know you know this. Alright. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to bid you farewell until next week. Bye for now, friends.